Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Wind Waker. This is Michael217, and we are gonna start up the first dungeon of the game. And this is called the Dragon Roost Cavern. Start off with a simple block pulling puzzle there. And this is pretty much what you would expect from a first dungeon. It's pretty simple and self-explanatory as far as the puzzles go. I think kind of the role of the opening dungeons in Zelda games is just to kind of, like, assuming you are a new player to the series. Right here we have a joy pendant. I'll go into these a little bit later. We'll be collecting a lot of these throughout this dungeon, so yeah. The first dungeon's role is, assuming that this is your first time playing a Zelda game, it's just kind of introduce you to the fact that the whole idea about dungeons is that you're going to be solving puzzles as you go, and that's going to be kind of how you progress from room to room. And there's our first, well, it's not really our first puzzle with that block pushing thing earlier, but simple torch lighting puzzle there's, and yeah, the Deku sticks make a return in this game, which is very nice, and it seems to be a pretty a pretty common, God, I can't think of my words right now, a common theme that the first dungeons in the Zelda games involve a lot of torch lighting. Like, a lot of it. That's like what most of the puzzles revolve around, just because it's so simple. And as you can see here, it's a fire dungeon. As your first dungeon, usually it's a forest dungeon, and the fire dungeon comes second. So yay, we're changing things up a little bit in this game. And this dungeon is actually pretty linear too. You don't do a whole lot of room revisiting. If you do room revisiting, it's usually these kind of lava-y rooms right here. So yeah. And our objective here is to eventually come back here with the small key, because we have a locked door right over yonder, in case you didn't see it. First person view, I can't remember. Oh yeah, I do. Getting the first person view can kind of be hard to do in this game, because to do it you need to actually use your C-stick, like point up on your C-stick, but the thing is, the C-stick is also the camera control, so you kind of have to press L to center the camera on yourself first, and then you kind of do your first person view by hitting up on the C-stick. Otherwise, like, you'll see like that free camera thing underneath your buttons. Okay, so right here, with these water jugs that we're picking up here, you can throw them onto the lava and they will create platforms. And they are temporary. Eventually they will crumble and go away, I believe. I'm pretty sure they do. Over here in this chest will be the dungeon map. Even though I don't use them, which is typical in 3D Zelda games. I mean, I never find the map or the compass. Well, the compass can be useful, because the compass shows you where, like, treasure chests and stuff are, but the map isn't useful at all in the 3D games. I think it's a lot more useful in the 2D games. I hope I don't miss that jump. If you fall in the lava, it's basically the same thing as falling in a pit. Oh, by the way, this tutorial always gets you every time if you continue to go up the ladder. You have to wait for it to kind of jump down if you don't want to get hit by it. And I noticed that there are a lot of pots in this game. Like, whenever you just, I don't know, you're just gonna notice that, and not just in this dungeon, but just in the game in general, there are a lot of pots in this game. I guess that means this game is high on pot. That's probably why it's so bright and colorful. That's not funny, I'm sorry. I should probably get off the stage. Oh, well, speaking of get off the stage, postpone my restart Windows? Yes, please. God, always when I'm recording it does that. Okay. So another thing you're going to be seeing in this dungeon, besides a bunch of pots, are these wooden walls. Some are cracked and they're easily breakable with your sword. Others, like these, you can't break with your normal sword, but you can break them actually with these large swords that the Bobblekins carry, so that's very nice. And yeah, there actually will be some kind of quote-unquote puzzles revolving around those. Yeah, chew jaws are pretty self-explanatory. They do come in different colors. We'll be seeing the other colors later. And this is their special item. Each enemy has their own special item that they give out. The joy pendant that we saw earlier, those are given out by Bobblekins. And yeah, the red chew jellies are given out by red chews. Here, I think this is just a joy pendant. No, it's probably a key. Key? Yeah, key. Okay. So I think that's all. This is pretty much a standard, just find the key and move on type of room. Actually, is the locked door even in here? Oh, don't tell me you're getting lost in the first dungeon, man. No, this is the room that has kind of a split path. No, it's not. See, some of the rooms in this dungeon look very similar. If you look at your map on the, at a little map thing at the bottom left corner of the screen, you'll see what I mean later. How the rooms look a little bit different. Like, notice that room kind of had a bit of a fork to it. We're gonna see another one of those rooms a bit later. Here, what you need to do is just throw the pot at the bombs in the wall, and that will activate them and blow up the rock. Pretty easy. So yeah, I mean... Oh, wow! I didn't even realize that we haven't even unlocked this door yet. So yeah, all that just to unlock that door. I should stop messing with that control stick. If you keep hearing clicking, that's because I keep being stupid with the control stick and like pulling it out and in. Because I don't know, it's just I'm playing with the control stick like that. Over here, there's a treasure chest that we can't get to. It's not important, so I might not even come back for that. But I'm just gonna make note of that because that has something that is optional in it that I will bring up a bit later. Here, let's see what we got. We have more of these breakable walls. One we can break with our sword, but it's cracked. I believe it's a Bobblekin. Hiding in a pot, they like to do that. Hide in pots, and you're gonna have to look out for those. I believe right here we just need to find a Deku stick. Here we are. Because this is another way you can get rid of these wooden walls that aren't cracked. You can burn them down with fire, kill it with fire. And thankfully in this game, unlike in the N64 Zelda's OOT and MM, I don't know why I'm doing that with their abbreviations, but the Deku sticks do not burn out in this game, so they're infinite on fire, which is very nice. I like that. So it turns out that we're actually outside for the dungeon, which is a nice change of scenery here. And up here we have one of the more annoying enemies in the game, solely because of the annoying sounds they make. I'm gonna shut him up by throwing a rock at him. That's what I do to all birds. Yeah. I literally just learned that you can kill those things in one hit with the rocks. That's pretty awesome. I'm probably gonna do that. Cyto, go! What are you doing? Oh, I have to wait now. Why aren't you moving, Link, you reluctant bastard? Okay, so obviously you have to wait for this. I mean, not much to explain here. But yeah, those birds, oh man, I hate those birds so much solely because of how annoying their noises are. This took me a while to figure out, by the way. I kept trying to jump across this gap, but you just can't make it. But yeah, I mean, you'll hear those noises make like, they sound like cheap. And you just hear those from really far away, and then whenever they get close to you, they make like a laughing noise. Like, what kind of birds sound like that? I did not mean to do it like that. That's not typically how you're supposed to do that, but that worked, so oh well. Now we're back inside. This is actually kind of a difficult puzzle, I guess. Don't sidle. See, it's a 2-button control thing. Just kind of make yourself a staircase, I guess. That's how I like to do this. And there you go. You don't even have to worry about the blocks on these two sides here. And we have rats. We're gonna get erupted by this stupid stone. And here is an example of the King of Red Lions speaking to us through the stone. I don't know how this works and how he got the other end of this. In fact, I don't even know. Like, I'm trying to think of like what is like if these are like walkie-talkies or something. That's how I kind of think of it. And if he has like another stone of his own, did he like steal Tetra's stone, or do they have separate stones? Maybe we'll find out. But yeah, these rats are generally harmless. They both steal our money. And I would probably guess, you know, that the King of Red Lions saw episode 1 of my A Link to the Past Let's Play, because I got killed by a rat in that. So he was probably pretty concerned about my safety when I came into this room against these rats, and he probably doesn't trust me against them now. This should be the compass. Yep. Well, yeah, I mean, it did the animation. Of course it's gonna be the compass. And so here, I want to get rid of the rats. They're gonna steal your money, or steal my money. Or whoever's money. They're not gonna steal your money, you're gonna steal my money. You're just sitting here watching me get stuff, whatever, done to me. Simple puzzle there, just like all the other puzzles in this dungeon. And really in all dungeons in this game, I need to bring up a point that I really need to make about this game. The dungeon, and I'm pretty sure I brought up this point in episode 1. The dungeons in this game are probably the biggest disappointment. I'm gonna get off on a big tangent here now. And the reason why I say that, the reason why I say the dungeons in this game are a big disappointment, is because they're incredibly easy and there isn't a great quantity of them. And, you know, like, you know, what you'll notice with the Zelda series is that the game's dungeon format is either quantity or quality. You're either going to get a great quantity of mediocre dungeons, which, you know, I'm fine with. Like, you have that in Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time. And, you know, I'm fine with that because, you know, you get a variety in your dungeon design, which is something I actually really liked about Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time. And you also have the other games that focus on quality in their dungeons. And those would be more like Majora's Mask and the Minish Cap and Spirit Tracks. They have, you know, they have a small quantity of dungeons, but they're each really intricate design, very good design, in my opinion, in the games that have a small amount of dungeons. However, this game has a small quantity of dungeons, and I don't feel like the quality is there. I really don't. And this is one of the few games that really just has that bad combination of small quantity and not very good quality either. So that's a pretty big shortcoming with this game. By the way, there's another room in here. See, this is the room that I was talking about earlier that had that was similar to a different room that I was in that has like a fork in it, and I thought there was like another door. Let me check this out, because this is something that's kind of bugging me. What? Yeah. Oh, we entered that way, dipshit. Or wait, did we? Hold on. Yeah. Okay, shut up. Why the hell did I waste my time going there? And your time, mainly. I don't care if I waste my time. It's only 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't restart Windows! Jeez, go away. Alright, just move across the bridge. Nothing really to explain here. Are we getting to the... Oh, this is the kill room. Okay. Yeah, as you can probably tell, I've done a little bit of looking ahead to this dungeon. I know my way out here, so I'm just trying to get through this one quick, because, you know, it's the first dungeon. And it's no different than a normal playthrough. So... You know, that's the thing, that's the unfortunate thing about 3 heart runs, and I'm probably going to mention this all the time, is that, you know, since, of course, you start the game out with 3 hearts, and you would normally go through the first... Well, actually, you wouldn't always go through the first dungeon in 3 hearts. Like, Majora's Mask, you know, you can probably have, like, what, 5 heart containers by the time you get to the first dungeon, so it's not always the case. But yeah, like, whenever you start the playthrough of a 3 heart run, it doesn't seem that much different from a normal playthrough because, again, you start the game out with 3 hearts, so... It doesn't really start to feel like a 3 heart run until later on, so it's kind of hard to grab an audience with a 3 heart run. So, that's the unfortunate thing about them. Here we have our first treasure chart. And if you remember that room back that I said... not the room, well, I guess kind of a room, back that there was one of those wooden doors that was breakable that we couldn't get to, that I said was optional. That leads to a treasure chart on the other end of that, and eventually we will be able to get to that with a item that we will be getting pretty soon. But yeah, that is what's in that chest. I might go back and get that, I'm not sure. This is a kill room, by the way, in case I haven't mentioned it. We have to get rid of one more moblin. Or goblin. You know what? I'm gonna call these guys goblins for no reason. That should take care of them, and that should be the end of this kill room. There are a lot of kill rooms in this game, actually. You don't see kill rooms a whole lot in the 3D Zelda games. You see them a lot more in the 2D games, especially the original game. In fact, that was pretty much the majority of what you did in the dungeons, were just kill rooms in the first game. But yeah, this game, there are a lot more of them in comparison. Let's see here. Try to make a little bit of a path for myself. This is a new enemy. Don't remember what they're called. I don't think this game has like a system like with Navi where you can find out the names of enemies by locking onto them. So it kind of sucks. There should be a way. Hold on. There should be an easier way to kill these guys. If you stay locked onto them and wait for them to kind of start to attack you, you'll eventually get a parry like that. You hit A and fall in lava. Hopefully the death registered on his part. But yeah, that's the best way to kill those things. Damn it. Of course he didn't die. I mean, you don't have to kill this thing, but he's obviously in your way. There we go. But then again, once he falls... Oh, fuck. I want to get rid of this guy. But I can't quite... See, this guy's hard to get rid of because it's on such a small platform. What you want to do is, like, if you hit him once, he'll basically turn into a ball. Or try to parry him and fall into the damn lava! Wow, I can't believe this is gonna be that much of a challenge. Ugh. Okay, let's see if I can lure him onto this platform. Maybe. Or no. Damn it, I was trying to do a parry with the... Well, pull your sword out, maybe. Okay, now I shouldn't fall in the lava. There we go. Science won the battle there. Okay, so now that he's gone, we can then proceed to take one of these with us. Hopefully I can make this jump. If I don't, I'm gonna cry. Quickly throw that over there, because now with that burst of water, yeah, that's water. That is definitely water. Lava going up. We'll be able to ride this platform up using that. Kind of reminds me of the fire temple in Ocarina of Time, where we kind of do that every now and then. There's something else that reminds me of. Whatever. Here, this is something I think I skipped one of these earlier. Hold on. I can introduce something special about dungeons that you're gonna need to keep in mind. These pots. Probably noticed this in the very first room we were in. These are warp pots. I'm gonna demonstrate this. This is how you'll be able to make your way around the dungeon. Thankfully, they have warp pots. And in Minish Cap, we had something pretty much the exact same thing in Minish Cap. Those warp portals. So I might find these guys just because I don't feel like it. But yeah, this is what this game's dungeons have, are these warp pots, and there are 3 of them. There's one at the beginning, one kind of in the middle, and there's one nearby the boss door. This is the one nearby the boss door, right here. I think I missed the one in the middle. I'll try to show that if I can. But yeah, there's the boss door. Can't get to it because there are no water pots here, and we don't even have a boss key anyway, so either way, yeah, no point to even try to get across there. So let's blow up this over here. And this should take us back outside. Hooray. Not much else to do out here, I don't think. Oh, getting closer to Valoo. Maybe we'll find out what's pissing him off over there. That'd be nice. And we'll have some dramatic stair falling. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to worry about there. Just keep going straight. And this looks like fun. Let's go in here. It's like a gladiator pit. Pit? No, gladiator coliseum without the audience. So this is our first dungeon mini boss. And it's just a pair of green bobblikins, or green goblins. No, we're just have to take these out. And apparently that was not enough. So now we're gonna get a moblin here, and you know, what I noticed about this game probably has the most fun combat because, you know, the fact that you can use the enemy's weapons against them. I think this is really the only game that has anything like that, and that's what makes it so fun. Is you can just grab anything and just throw it at the enemies. There's a good there really is a pretty good variety of ways that you can take out enemies in this game, which is what I really like about it. But now that Medley is free over there, as you can tell, and we've defeated the mini-boss, you should be familiar enough with the Zelda series to know that we're about to get the main dungeon item, so we're going to find out what that is next time. Let's play Wind Waker. Right there's the skull necklace. That is the kind of the key item that the moblins give out. So yeah. And that orb that you just saw me break there, occasionally enemies will drop those, and those will basically, you know, you break them open and you'll get a bunch of supplies from them, like rupees and hearts and the key items that the enemies give out, and, you know, stuff like that. Anyway, we're gonna find out what the main item is next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, and yeah, see you then.